not remotely relaxed, as you suggest, about any potential loss of industrial land in places like Hackney, Wick or Fish Island. The Hackney, Wick master plan ensures there's no net loss of business space in the area. As I said earlier on in my answer, I think to Stephen, we're going to make sure that we encourage loads of affordable workspace within all the new developments at Here East, Neptune Wharf and elsewhere. The first stage of consultation on the Hackney, Wick, Fish Island master plan shows that overall the responses to the proposals are very positive.
I take your point that there's no net loss of business space, but the fact is that you are radically changing the businesses that are going to be there, because at the moment there are viable businesses that are getting pushed out. There's a lot of uncertainty about their leases. They're getting pushed out to bits of outer London, and it seems such a shame to break up viable businesses rather than allow them to stay. Because David did mention new communities, new jobs. Well, what about the old communities and the old jobs? Not everybody wants to be an office cleaner or to wait at tables. Some people like to get their hands dirty on car engines.
And that's part of that. That's express. I mean, I agree with you, Jenny. That's expressly part of the vision, and we want, and we are having exactly this discussion in the under convergence. In the LLDC the other day, and Jules and others were making exactly this point, and we are totally in agreement.
Can I just?
David, I'm sorry. This is a political question. The thing is, the LLDC 2 years ago, you had a study. You looked at the industrial land, and you actually found that 4% was vacant. That's incredibly low. And what you're doing now, you're bringing in what you're calling mixed use, so lots of artist workshops and IT and that sort of thing, but you're driving out the breweries and the scaffolding yards and the electricians and so on, that you actually need for a sort of complete mixed economy. Because a lot of those...
We're emphatically not doing that. Shall I read you what the local plan actually says? In paragraph 1, maintain the overall amount of existing employment floor space B-use class, including that used by creative and cultural industries and operating as low-cost and managed workspace.
Then why is Truman's Brewery, which is a small company that is employing quite a few workers and taking on apprentices, there's a scaffolding yard that's going, there's a wood workshop that's going, why are these businesses being driven out? Because they are the sort of business that are actually going to be used by all the IT companies and the artist studios that you're bringing in.
Well, we're spending a lot of money on restoring and reusing buildings of heritage value for employment uses. We're encouraging all sorts of businesses, not just new ones, but to help businesses to stay there. And I think that the feedback we've had from our approach is that I agree with your concerns, and of course you're right to want to make sure that local people are not driven. I can't comment on the particular cases that you raise, but our intention is to have a vibrant and diverse community of businesses of all kinds.
But I can assure you, Mr. Mayor, I've visited businesses. They are being driven out. They're being driven out, and it's a forced decline. It's killing off jobs of a certain kind. It's killing off the sort of, possibly the messy, slightly smelly, slightly not very attractive parts of the industrial landscape, so that you can bring in nice, clean jobs. And that to me seems very self-defeating, because not everybody wants the same sort of job.
I understand completely what you're saying. I just don't think that you're right. I think that what we're doing will encourage businesses of all kinds to remain in the area.
But I have visited businesses who are being driven out. Or can I invite you to come and visit these businesses? Because until you see for yourself, I'm sure you are assured by people that it's all okay, and I'm telling you it's not all okay. It's actually changing the character of the place. Why not support every kind of job and not just jobs where you can keep your hands clean?
Well, we are. Obviously we support all types of employment and in creative, in manufacturing, all the sorts of jobs where you can get your hands as dirty as you like within reason, and that's that's part of what we're supporting in that area. And all I can tell you is what our plan says. Our plan is to maintain the overall amount of B use class floor space, and to ensure that businesses of all kinds are able to remain there. If you have particular if there are particular businesses who feel they are being driven out, then I think they should write to me as head of the LLDC, and I will look at their complaints and what the issues are.
I will make sure that I send again my report on this to you, and I'll send a copy to David as well. Could I just very quickly, before I run out of time, could I mention the waterways? Because I've actually been on the waterways on a narrowboat in the Olympic Park, and it's a case of it's almost as difficult as getting into MI5. There were all sorts of restrictions and controls and all that sort of thing, and you can't get on and off, and it's all quite it's sort of it's safety gone mad. And I'm just wondering,
the waterways. You want to be able to punt up and down. You want to be in your barge.
I want to get off and have a picnic, or
I don't know.
David perhaps could answer that. David,
I think there obviously were restrictions around the security of the whole park in game time. Since then, a lot of those have now gone. The restrictions that are left are effectively protecting the island site where the construction is going on the stadium. So that they're not intended to be there long term. There is a construction site that's kept secure for I think appropriate safety reasons, but we do effectively manage it as an island site where all the construction activity is going on. It's pretty heavy construction. We've got major, sort of steel installations going on, so I think the restrictions in place are effective.
Next time I apply to come into the Olympic Park on my boat, I will be allowed in without all this security stuff.
It depends when it is. If the construction work's still going on, then the restrictions will still be there. But if it's not,
I'll write directly to you.
Fine.